Texas County Attorney is under fire for making statements during a presentation to private attorneys that seem to lean towards a fraudulent use of the domestic violence injunction. And today we're going to be talking to attorney Tasha Simmons of the Io and Eichen law firm. And she's going to give us her opinion of this video, which we're going to present to you, and talk about some of the elements of domestic violence injunctions. But first, let me go ahead and play the video for you so that you can see exactly what this state attorney, or I'm sorry, the county attorney, her name is Levy out of Williamson County, Texas. I'll give you a chance to take a look at that, and then we'll bring Tasha Simmons in to discuss it.
Seems like most of y'all have enough basis to know that a protective order carries criminal consequences. Accordingly, that makes it a pretty heavy tool in negotiating a divorce. So I would encourage you very strongly, if you have one of those cases, to do the protective order as part of your case. It gives you more leverage in negotiating settlement. Well, then you've got something that carries criminal consequences that you can use to get a protective order, or use as a bargaining chip in your divorce. Because not only does a protective order carry criminal consequences if you violate it, it also comes up on criminal background checks, and it also means you have to surrender your firearms. Yes, sir.
Are there any punishments for filing for false testimony for protection orders?
Not that I know of. I think you can probably file for attorney's fees. You can put a witness on a stand and say, "What'd you look like afterwards?" "Oh, there was blood on my shirt." Or you can do this. It's not the same effect.
So that may seem pretty shocking. So let's bring in Tasha Simmons. Hi, Tasha. How are you?
Hi, Tom.
What was your first thought when you saw the things that this attorney was saying to this group of private attorneys?
Yes. Well, my first thought was, does she know they're recording this?
Right.
Yeah, it's quite cringy. You know, it's definitely in poor taste. Obviously, there are advantages that can attach to bringing a petition for protection against domestic violence, but we don't file those for those incidental benefits. We file them to protect victims. And so to hear it even come up, and then to be stressed as much as she stressed it, as far as, you know, using it as a bargaining tool. And just to clarify, a lot of times when a domestic violence injunction is granted, that kind of solves the problem of who's going to live in the house, at least on a temporary basis sometimes. And that's the bargaining chip I think she's getting at, what she's referring to. And you know, again, it's an incidental benefit, but it's a benefit flowing from protecting a victim from domestic violence who needs it. So,
well, one would think that it was maybe just a Freudian slip if she had just said it once, but she continued several times. It seems like this was something that's instilled in her that, and maybe it's, we don't know where this came from. Maybe it's just because of the way the laws are established, but she seems to be telling these people that it's okay to use it simply to get an edge on your divorce case, right?
It appears that way, Tom. Yeah, it does. And that's the unfortunate part. You know, she offers what I guess would otherwise be some helpful or great practical tips there, but you know, we are held accountable as attorneys, and you know, even the pro se litigants. You know, you can't just file something. You have to have some sort of reason to believe that you should be filing this, and that it has, you know, some type of support in evidence, and not just, hey, let's see if we can use this to get the house.
Right.